I'm Wade from Everyday Sustainable. I created this channel to discuss sustainable living in accessible ways. I don't know about you, but when I hear about 500,000 year floods, record-breaking heat waves, droughts, melting ice sheets, rising seas, 7 million deaths a year from air pollution, and wildfire after wildfire in my home state, it can all feel a little overwhelming. Let's just take a deep breath. Talking about climate change and projections for the future that often feel apocalyptic or like doomsday can paralyze us because it feels like, what can I do in the grand scheme of things? Or it can lead to nihilism. What's the point of even caring or learning or trying to be better when it all feels so bleak? Well, I'm just a regular guy that's trying to be a better citizen of the world, and I'd like to invite you to do that with me. Too often when we talk about sustainable living or activism, it turns into blaming, name-calling, shaming, finger-pointing, and I don't want to do any of that. I'm not here to tell you that you have to be a zero-waste climate activist who's vegan and bikes everywhere. All of those are great things, but they're really high bars to set and not attainable for most people. They're certainly not attainable for me. Additionally, the climate crisis cannot be solved by individual actions, so it's both unrealistic and unfair to act as though my diet or your diet are the sole reason for climate change. We shouldn't pressure each other like that. As a society, however, our lifestyles have fueled the current problem, which is why we must discuss both individual actions and lifestyle choices along with government action and policy. In these discussions, we'll be guided by 3 principles. First is practice positivity. Like I've discussed, shaming and name-calling don't help anybody. The issue is overwhelming enough. Instead, we'll encourage, empower, and educate one another to live more sustainable lives. And this goes hand in hand with the second principle. Start somewhere. We don't have to live off the grid or be zero waste. We just have to take small steps towards decreasing our carbon footprint. Start somewhere. Baby steps. Do something today. And finally, we define our new normal. We as a society have the ability to create what is and isn't normal and culturally acceptable. For example, in the US, we waste 1/3 of our food, we drive the most and biggest cars, we bike the least, we eat almost the most calories, and as a result, we cause the most emissions per capita in the whole world. Those are normal actions for Americans. But as people, we don't have to just accept what's culturally normal. We have the ability to define what's culturally normal in our cities. If you're interested in redefining our normal and creating a more sustainable future, would you consider subscribing to this channel and clicking the bell to be notified when I release a new video? And if you have video ideas or topics that you'd like me to cover, please drop them in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. May we be better citizens of the world today and every day. See ya!